Hello, welcome to Hey Compono for Teams. If you are watching this video, you are interested in getting team insights about personality and how to work together. So within Multiverse Ventures, I have my people list and see everyone that makes up Multiverse Ventures, from Avengers to Lord of the Rings and Star Wars and Star Trek, and can imagine the conflict and the opportunity for improvement that would come through those. Jumping into teams and groups, I can have a little look. I have my division that I'm currently in as Tony Stark, my product and technology division. Let's have a little jump inside and have a look. I've got a breakdown, some team insights, but I'm just going to scroll to the personality composition within the team. So here I am as Tony Stark, and who's this opposite me? Is that the big green man, the Hulk? He's the doer, Mr. Bruce Banner. So I've got a list of the members, a bit of a guide on what each personality, in this case, is just the two of us in the team. I get insights on me and my personality within the team, and then I can have a look across the team and see how Bruce Banner as the doer matches or complements, and how we can work together. Dynamics across the team, conflict. I can download all of this into a simple report. But we want action. We have 3 action points on various discussions with Bruce in this context. So I might host a 15-minute abstract swap with Bruce so I can roleplay and plan for this conversation.
Let's explore this together, Tony Stark. Tell me more about this conversation and what you're hoping to achieve.
Yes, so I want to roleplay where you are Bruce Banner, and I want to roleplay this conversation.
All right, Tony Stark, I can certainly step into the role of Bruce Banner for this roleplay. I understand you want to practice your opening line for an abstract swap with Bruce. So whenever you're ready, Tony Stark, you can start with your opening line. I'm ready to respond as Bruce.
Hey, Bruce, so changing this up a bit, because I know you like change. I rebuilt the entire backend last night. Now, before you turn green, hear me out. I also wrote the tests. Well, kind of most of them, and some of them. I mean, I wrote a test.
As Bruce Banner, Tony Stark, that's quite a statement. Rebuilt the entire backend, and you wrote a test. My initial reaction is to ask about the stability and potential impact on existing systems. Can you elaborate on what prompted such a drastic change and what high-level concepts you're referring to that necessitated this overnight overhaul?
Sure, I mean, like, there were aliens coming through a portal from another dimension in the space-time continuum, so I kind of just had to act, and I have the resources, so just had to figure it out, and now we need to look at the next stage, and you need to deal with it.
As Bruce Banner, Tony Stark, I appreciate the urgency you felt in the face of an interdimensional threat. Your ability to act decisively and utilize available resources is certainly a strength, especially given your pioneer work personality. However, when you say you need to deal with it, it sounds like you're expecting me to simply accept a major unannounced change to critical infrastructure.
Yeah,
My work
deal with it. Like, we've got to keep moving, got to move fast.
As Bruce Banner, Tony Stark, I understand your drive to move fast and your focus on innovation, given your pioneer work personality. However, my role as a doer means I value stability, clear processes, and ensuring that what we build is robust and reliable. When you rebuild an entire backend overnight, even with the best intentions,
So that's a start of a role-play conversation between 2 personalities in the team. Now, having a look at the rest of the team and groups within Multiverse Ventures, we have Project Hold My Bear, Task Force Too Many Chiefs, and you can see the combination of personalities within these teams. Just a quick preview: 3 personalities mapped. Project We Tried to Warn You, and Operation Feelings Aren't a KPI. Let's have a look who's in Operation Feelings Aren't a KPI. Look, we've got Spock and Bruce Banner and Samwise Gamgee, the ultimate helper. So this is an interesting combination. So we can dig into each team and as see those that haven't had reports generated previously. Let's have a look at Task Force Too Many Chiefs. click in. The conversation topics are created, the team insights, action points, all ready to go. We can have a look at the mapping. So we've got Princess Leia and Spock and Tony Stark and Gandalf here. So this is an interesting team. What does it look like? So we've got what I prioritize as my personality, some team dynamics about I might have some similar motivations as Gandalf, quite different motivations to Leia. And action points. How do we turn these conversations? How do we work with each personality, lean on each other's strengths, and look out for what may distract us and how we can focus on what we prioritize? So these are some of the many things we can do within the team's capability of Hey Compono.